In early 1976, in a very different downtown Brooklyn, a group of people pitched a plan. They proclaimed that the story of the evolution of mass transportation in New York was the story of New York, and they requested permission to tell the tale. From the humble beginnings of the 3-month bicentennial transit exhibition, the New York Transit Museum was born. Today, we are the largest museum dedicated to urban transportation in North America, with a collection of more than 800,000 objects and images. For 43 years, the museum has served millions of visitors who visit from around the corner and across the globe to experience our award-winning exhibits and public programs, and to travel back in time aboard our vintage fleet. A fleet that includes a 1904 wooden-bodied elevated car that once traversed the Brooklyn Bridge, cars that brought the world to 2 World's Fairs, the car that ran when Duke Ellington took the A train, Redbirds, Bluebirds, and more. Our programs teach visitors how transportation makes New York City work. At the Transit Museum, we like to say that you live the way you live because of proximity to transportation. You just don't know it. And those are the stories we tell here. We visit yards, substations, and of course, Old City Hall Station. Our nostalgia rides bring the vintage cars back to life on today's rails. Our annual bus festival celebrates surface transit. And people come to us to learn about the history of our subways, buses, bridges, tunnels, and commuter railroads through exhibits and public programs. Our educational programs for school groups explore complicated concepts like electricity and city planning by talking about something that kids are familiar with, New York City public transportation. Workshops are carefully designed to be engaging, relevant, and fun, and to support New York City teachers and curriculum. Students leave the museum with a new understanding about how mass transit works and how their city works because of mass transit.
Really connects to the curriculum because in science this year in 3rd grade we are learning about simple machineries, and it's really cool to see the outside and the insides of the trains here.
Over 30,000 kids and teachers participate in Transit Museum school group programs annually. More than 90% of them are in elementary school, and 3/4 visit from New York City public schools. Since the day we opened our doors, neurodiverse people have been part of the Transit Museum family. With that in mind, the museum has developed a whole suite of programs for our neurodiverse visitors. Ready to Ride helps children with disabilities learn to use the subway safely and helps them gain independence. Subway Sleuths, our award-winning after-school program, helps kids with autism spectrum disorders build the social skills they need to succeed in school and in life. And our Transit Quest program keeps the learning and enthusiasm going for neurodiverse teens. The museum is a beloved resource for local families and for rail fans the world over. Our 3,400 members hail from all 50 states, and 15% of them have been with the museum for 5 years or more. For 43 years, the Transit Museum has showed the world that the story of transit in New York is a story worth telling. The next chapter is being written right now, and with your help, we'll be here to tell it.